أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Beautiful sisters of the Muslim Speaks tribe, welcome. Welcome to day one of our Dhul Hijjah series 6.0. I mean, every time I say the letter, if every time I say 6.0, it just gas me up like 6.0. We have done 6.0. For a lot of people, maybe this is your first time. For some people, maybe their second time. For some, it's not a big deal. But for me, knowing that the very first edition of this summit, the very first edition of this program was done by myself, with me reaching out to the participants on most of them. I reached out to them on Facebook. Most of the speakers and the people who came to be part of it, I reached out to them on Facebook. I needed 10 people for 10 days, or was it 9 people for 9 days? And I reached out to practically everybody on Facebook. Maybe except I remember Sister Baraka Bile, who came to talk about how to she came to talk about how to raise children, how to help children prepare for Eid. And I reached out to her on WhatsApp because I had her own WhatsApp number. For every other person, my darling Kifaya, Abdul Akam, and a number of people that escaped me, where I sent a message to them on WhatsApp, what's Facebook Messenger, and by Allah, they all turned up, and that was the very first one of the series. And I can't remember the other ones offhand like that. I know that we've talked about the family of Ibrahim and Co. And this year we are talking about grace. This year we're talking about the grace of Allah, that is Hajj, and the many miracles of the family of Ibrahim. And we are not only focusing on that family, may Allah be pleased with all of them, we are also focusing on our own grace too, because this time of the year is full of grace. I mean, these are the best days of the year. These are the best days of the year. That is the position of Islam on it. And because of that, we want to talk about it. We want to raise awareness for it. We want to create, you know, we want to hold ourselves accountable to making the best of it. Because, given the fact that there's not a lot of popularity on these days, like it's not like Ramadan that before when Ramadan is coming, the hype is high. The hype is high. There's not a lot of that, right? So a lot of people may not really take advantage. The days will just go like that, and that's it. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. We don't want that. This light is a lot on my face. It's a lot. So we don't want that at all. So they want we have banners. We have put theme. We have themed all of the activities that we're going to do all this week. I'm going to show you. So let me put up the banner for each of the days. So we've themed day one, day two. Today we're talking about Hajj. So we have content about Hajj, and I've invited a couple of people to join me. I've not seen them due to a couple of misinformation with time, but we'll see. So let me show you the theme that we have for the day. Okay, so the themes are up. If I hope you can see my screen. Okay, so we have 10 themes for 10 days. So So they want today we're going to talk about the grace of Hajj because Hajj is such a grace. May Allah accept it from all the people that He has called. And for those of us that are still waiting for His call, hey, Ya Allah, call me, oh. Call me for Umrah, call me for Hajj. Ẹ ṣàánú mi. I've even gotten my international passport. I am ready. If they say that Mutio, yeah, I am ready like this. If you know anybody that has extra Hajj ticket, me, ní kankan tí mo ṣe. I don't have anything that I'm doing. I am ready to go. Like, just tell me. They have not started Hajj, but I can go on Monday or Tuesday. Shanu me, shanu me. For day two, we pray that Allah is it for all of us. For day two, we're going to be talking about the grace of patience. Of course, patience is a grace now. You and I know the patience is hard. And one of the exemplary show of patience was how Agile accepted our faith. Our faith asked our husband, why are you leaving us in the middle of nowhere? Why are you leaving us? Ibrahim, why are you leaving us? And he didn't answer because it was a painful thing to say, and men are like that sometimes. You'll be asking them something, they will not answer. For us women, we like answers. We like answers. We want them to talk. Even if sometimes we know the answer, we still want them to talk. And Ajal said to him, was it Allah that told you to do this? And Ibrahim nodded. And that was enough for her. Allah Akbar. That was enough for her. Hey, gigi, can it be you and I? And it's the grace of patience. And patience, definitely, Allah said, those that are Allah is with the patient people. It's dying to be sober. In the lamb, Allah says, give glad tidings to the patients, to the patient. And the scholars say that nobody really know the reward, the gigantic reward for patience, except Allah. Well, one thing for sure is Allah is with you. And if Allah is with you, what else do you need? What else do you need? Number three, for day three, which is Sunday, we're going to be talking about forgiveness. Because if you are still holding grudges and you are still finding it hard to let go of forgiving other people, you will know that forgiveness is actually a grace. And not only your own forgiveness as a human being, even Allah's forgiveness. Allah's forgiveness is a grace. And Allah says that you should pardon them. Do you not wish that we pardon you too? May Allah pardon us from all our shortcomings. Definitely, we wish that Allah will pardon us. We wish that Allah will pardon us. And then we have the grace of gratitude. Allah said in Surah Ibrahim, when you're grateful, I will give you more. That's grace. That's grace. And gratitude, for how obvious it is not the most, it's not the easiest thing for anyone to do. It's definitely not the easiest thing. But when you have a gratitude heart, a grateful heart, oh my God, you find your life easy. The truth of the matter is that, gratitude is such a grace that Prophet Sulaiman, that Allah gave everything, prayed for it because he knows that if you are not grateful, you can lose it. The scholars said that verse in Surah Ibrahim, when Allah said, when you're grateful, I'll give you more. He continued by saying, but when you deny, my punishment is great. They said that means the opposite of shukr is kufr. That to not be grateful is to be a disbeliever. And we know to be Muslim, to be a believer is a grace. So gratitude is part of being a believer, and it is part of the grace of Allah. It is one of even the attribute of Allah. Allah is Alamid, who is appreciative. And when you have a quality of Allah that is possible for us as human beings, it's definitely a grace. Allah is gratitude, patience, a soft, forgiving heart for all of us. Day five, we're going to be talking about the grace of faith. What are we without faith? What are we as believers without faith in Allah? And that's a grace. And we know that being Muslim is a blessing. Because some people, they are putting all of their energy into religions, into worship that will not be accepted because they have associated people with Allah. We are honored. Some of our ancestors do not even have this grace to be believers, this grace to have faith, to have faith when everything is not working, this faith, this honor to keep holding on to Allah despite hardship, despite the bleakness of hope. I mean, what do I say? I mean, to have audacity, to have a keen, even when everything does not seem like it will be working. It's definitely grace. It's definitely grace. The continuation of having faith is the grace of submission, to submit totally to the will of Allah. Even though what you really want to do is to spoil body, you want to palage, I don't know how they say it in other language. You just want to give up. You just want to para. You want to vex. Like, what did I do? Who did I kill? Oh Allah, did I collect something from you? Why are you doing this to me? But we are Muslims. And to be Muslim is to submit to the will of Allah, to accept, to not prejudice other people for with what Allah is testing them with, to not prejudice ourselves, to not go by saying, why me? And what kind of life it is? Am I the only one? Why is Allah doing this to me? To accept. Just as Ibrahim accepted, alayhi salam, that the child that Allah has blessed him with will still be collected from him. Allah Akbar. And he was willing and submitted that he would go, his child and this newborn and the mother would be taken, he submitted to the will of Allah to go and drop them in the middle of nowhere where his eyes cannot be. He couldn't even sit with them. Allah Akbar. And to believe that in that is goodness. He did not see the goodness that will become what Hajj has become now. He did not see just how prosperous that land will be. But he submitted to the commandment of Allah and trusted Allah. And Allah never disappoints those that trust Him. The grace of sincere heart, to have sincerity of heart. I can't find my guests. None of them have entered the studio. So I was in the sincere heart. Sincerity is hard for people. Sincerity is hard for people. It is really hard for a lot of people. And the thing about sincerity is that it doesn't come easy because you're torn between a lot of things. You're torn between a lot of things, and you're like, but we cannot truly be Muslims without a sincere heart. And those that Allah have blessed with it, those that Allah have blessed with it, are really favored. And to have a pure heart, a heart where you enter everything knowing that Allah is for you, it's difficult for a lot of us. And I pray that Allah is it for us. The grace of sisterhood, the grace of sisterhood is going to be the eighth. And we're going to be talking about how Allah has blessed us with a community like our own, and how Allah has blessed us as Muslims generally with brotherhood and this friendship and companionship that we have. And then on the day of Arafah, of course, we're going to be focusing majorly on Arafah, and we're going to be discussing the grace of Arafah. The grace of Arafah. We're going to be discussing the grace of Arafah on the day of Arafah, and the reason, of course, even that day is blessed. Allah bless that day so much so that to fast on that beautiful day, cancels your sin of the year before and the year after. Allah Akbar. How is it that any Muslim will enter hellfire? I mean, the Rasul Sallallahu said that whatever we do, we must not die except we're Muslim. Because it's not possible that just to fast on the day of Arafah, Allah will keep His promise. Imagine fasting day of Arafah your whole life. May Allah grant us Magfirah. It's such a beautiful grace. May Allah grant us Magfirah. And then finally, the grace of Eid. And that's on day 10. And that's our goal for that day, to just enjoy Eid. May Allah keep us till then and beyond. One of my guests is here, and I think maybe the only guest I'll be able to host. I almost have. Hey, Alamis Place. Mr. Ordering.
Salam
Say that.
alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Walaikum salam. How are you? Istanbul, Istanbul,
Alhamdulillah.
did not go to school, ni.
She didn't go. She said she doesn't feel like going to school today. Oh.
Ah, the grace of starting school, lady, yo. How do you now feel like going to school? You want to bad road. But then again, I think that there's midterm, ba. Walaikum salam.
They will start their midterm soon. Just finish that test.
Ah, ó dẹ̀ ti pass gbogbo ẹ̀ kí ló tún fẹ́ lọ máa ṣe ń school. Ẹ
Abi
dákun.
o.
Okay, welcome. Welcome. This is, I don't know what's going on that my guest names are not showing. Okay, so I have with me Mrs. Alima Boderi of Alamis Place. If you don't know Alamis Place, you don't know anything. Full stop. You don't know Alamis Place in this Lagos, you don't know anything. But if you are just finding out, Alamis Place is your number one go-to place for Islamic materials. Protective medicine, teas, black seed oil, abaya, that looks like Turkey or made in Nigeria. Correct, correct. Oh, he's one of my clothiers, and when you wear Alami, people will know. What you go red girl. Those of you that are following me on this IG, go and check what I wore to Sheraton 2 weeks ago. It's Alami's place. Alami's place, correct, correct. Hijab. There, if you see people wearing correct hijab, that you've known them for more than a decade, they're wearing correct hijab. They are most likely wearing Alami's place hijab. I have Mrs. Oloyadeton in the studio too, but our video is off, so I don't know if she's there. Oloy, please turn on your video. You are back in light. Please find a seat that will help you connect with the person and bring you on. I'm so happy. I know that they gave you the time as 3 p.m. I apologize for the mix up. I told them 10 o'clock today. 10 o'clock today because today's Friday. There's so much to be done. Now, the question for the panel is preparation for Hajj, spiritual and practical steps. For those of us that have not been there, would like to know what are the things we need to know. For the people who are currently in Hajj and are joining us, I'm sure that there's been a lot of training and a lot of training. But then yesterday, a video went viral of a woman in Hajj who was miss talking the thing she's supposed to say. And I was first thinking that this Hajj talk, the people in Hajj are already there, they've had training. Should we have the talk? But when I saw that video, I knew we must have the talk. We have to have the talk. What are the first steps to preparing for Hajj, Alamin's place? I know that you have a Hajj bag. I hope you have it with you and you can show us what is in it before we end this.
Maybe
But
later, like is it the car? Lobby out bag. Lobby one.
please let them
The
find it. So
Hajj bag.
but while we're waiting, what are the first steps? Like before one even pay for Hajj, say what are the first steps to preparation for Hajj
Okay.
for us?
Okay. I'll be like, I'm not shouting on your Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We pray as well to
Oh,
make it
you
easy for.
smile now,
But
smile
can you hear
me.
me,
I can hear
ma?
you. It's Mrs. Doctor
Okay.
Adeton's face.
So as we all know that Hajj is the last pillar of Islam. As a Muslims, as a Muslim, for you to prepare for your Hajj, you must have the belief that you want to do this for Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. But what I think is that most people they don't even understand what the Hajj is. So for you to embark on any journey, even anything you want to do, you should have knowledge about it. But because people don't have knowledge, just that they are doing something what they're not supposed to expect of them. So I think knowledge is the first thing you should have. Know what you are expected of, what is expected of you. As a Muslim, if know I know you want to serve Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. First thing, you're looking for money. When you're looking for money, also look for knowledge. Also, how you are going to do this thing the way you're supposed to do it. Look for books. Read books about Hajj. What they're expecting of you. Know Hajj. You suppose. What are the things that you're supposed to do? You know, you have pillars of Hajj. You're going to first thing you go your know how to do the wait. So you have to do your umrah. Then you know that you have to do your sai. You know that you are so, but I don't know all those simple, all those things. But I think most people they didn't have that knowledge. That's what the problem is. Somebody was commenting on that video yesterday that maybe when they are even they are training them, maybe they are just take watch they are playing with their phone. That's what I saw the video. So I was like, wow, what of course I know. So
Hmm.
maybe when they are training them, they didn't even I know some people they didn't know the meaning of Hajj.
Hmm.
So they just that have the don't the mean they don't have the money.
Hmm.
But these people they have money, but they don't know the significance of Hajj. They don't know why they are going for that Hajj. You know that this thing you are going to is a lifetime journey. Maybe you're not even able to go again. So you know what you're supposed to do it right because they don't
Hmm.
know where. Sorry. So they have to prepare for it extensively. Go with the right people. Go with have the knowledge. Then seek knowledge on your own. Go. This thing say, àlùjànnà ni mò ń wá. Not that way,
Hmm.
we just want to go for Hajj. No, you see the woman, she has done two it already. she hasn't
Hmm.
done. She has not even done the Hajj already. She has done the teeth. And that's most people they went for that Hajj just to show off.
Hmm.
May Allah forgive
Hmm.
every one of us. So,
I
but that's
mean, I
just the
mean,
problem.
I mean, I mean, and she was
So
really, I mean, she was sharing it with so much enthusiasm that you can tell that she's vibing with it. It's just that something is
mhm.
wrong and she's saying it wrong. I hope that the video going viral will help somebody find that there and tell her that it's supposed to learn song. So chakamo. And mashallah. Olori, do you want to pitch on it? Did you see the video?
Yes, I did. I
And what
saw
were
the
your
video
thoughts?
late. I saw the video late last night. In fact, I had to rewatch it to understand what she was saying, and I realized there were lots of mistakes. I What I feel is that it is what her brain picked that she said. Why they were learning it, it is what her brain picked that she memorized, and that's what she has been saying, and she feels that it is right. But the thing is that going for Hajj, you need to really know why you are going for Hajj. You need to purify your intention. Why am I going for Hajj? Am I going there for carry mini show off? Or I'm
Hmm.
going there to worship Allah? I'm going there to ask Allah for something. Or I'm going there because my friends are also going. Is that why I'm going for Hajj? Because so the kind of that woman yesterday now, it's possible that she found herself there and being overzealous. She decided to just show herself out without knowing that she's making a lot of mistakes.
Six.
She has not Possibly she has never been there before,
Yeah.
and this is her first time. And she wants to show that yes, even though I'm not in Ajo, this is me. And the kind of people that you also move with, you need
wait.
to really seek for knowledge on those people that will help you achieve what you are going there to achieve, your goals. Look for the person that will help you achieve your goals. Purify your own intention. Seek for knowledge on every step, just as Alamin has said. Then be calm with it. Nobody is saying that you should not show yourself. Yes, you can show yourself if you want to show yourself. That is personal to you. But when you are showing yourself, show yourself with humility that you are here in the presence of Almighty Allah. And whatever that you have come there to do will be accepted. So that's what I have to say to that video.
May Allah accept you. What are the other things that? Okay, let me before I even go to the next question. The thing about it, and I like how a lot of people were on it and it trended, is that that's a grace. You know, when people talk about, oh, I don't want to make mistakes. You don't have to be perfect. She had made a mistake, but mashallah, alhamdulillah, she will definitely find correction, and I'm happy for that. That's why I wasn't sad. Because if this woman has not made this video, maybe she and her people, ìsọkúsọ tí gbogbo wọn jọ ń sọ nìyẹn. I'm making the video now. Inshallah, I believe somebody will find them and tell them that what you're saying is wrong and she has learned something. And if there's any lesson we need to make, because maybe because I'm a soft skill coach, when I look at things like that, I look at the advantage too. The disadvantage is that what I just not even started, which is an advantage. The disadvantage is that, oh, she has disgraced herself. People are making jest about. The advantage is that hopefully someone will see her there and say, Alaja, Video yìí trend ìsọkúsọ lẹ́ ń sọ nǹkan tó yẹ máa sọ lélẹ̀. Also, even for those of us that have not gone. So, for instance, I didn't understand what she was saying. Personally, if people hadn't said she's saying nonsense, I wouldn't have known that she was saying nonsense. I've never been to Hajj before. I didn't understand it, so I was just looking at her like, you know, so that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm sure that a lot of people would have thought that. Some of us may even be singing along with that at all. Maybe this is the song for people who are making it to Hajj. Let me to sing. Can we not make it? So it was a good thing that it trended. It was a good thing that she spoke up. And this will also bring a lot of conversation into everybody. I hope that a lot of people there who have seen the video, who are in Hajj, will think, what is the nonsense? Let me so she said me go correct. So I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing. May Allah forgive her shortcomings and bless her even. Bless her for doing this because it is creating awareness for a side of Hajj that people keep talking about, but we haven't raised awareness to. A lot of these people are going to Hajj. They're just saying whatever is coming to their mind. And well, Allah would, the whole point of Hajj is grace. I don't believe
Yeah.
that. I personally don't believe that, oh, she just went to waste her Hajj. You cannot tell. Mean Allah that will grant those of us that are not there and will only fast one day, forgive our shortcomings for 2 whole years, much less somebody who's there. No, you cannot tell. But there is definitely grace in us sharing that, and hopefully she will find the grace of correction and to learn to do better. And that's definitely for us. What are the other things that people do wrong in Hajj that you have noticed, Oloy? That you see people, I mean, all of you go to Hajj and you see some things and you be like, ha. Especially, they always say it, especially of Lagos camp or something. No offense to Lagosians. So, Lori, what are the things, if one or two things that you feel like people do wrong in Hajj?
Okay, so I'm not mentioning any states, but I'm just going direct. I've been to Kaaba before, where we saw local sponge, as in local sponge, that somebody used to have his or her bath and throw it in Kaaba. Reasons best known to them, I can't see. Another
You
one that
can
I've
guess
seen
it's
again.
Nigerian. Are you sure that it's not people from Senegal?
I don't know. That's why I'm not mentioning any states or any region. But that's one thing that we saw. We knew that definitely something was wrong. Another one that I know that a lot of people make mistake is where we go to Jamrats, throwing the stones. So people throw the stones with anger, as in real anger. This is Shaitan. I'm going to stone you. You are the one that led us as I'm going to, and the way they will throw it, you'll be like, but you're not seeing Shaitan. It is just a right for you to do it. What you are supposed to do within you is correct that thing that Shaitan is pushing you to do. Change your own intention and ask Allah for forgiveness, not transfer your aggression on Shaitan. So people even throw their shoes to this thing, to the place at that Jamrat. The annoyance, the aggression is there, and it's not supposed to be. Yes, shoes. They are slippers. Then this part of
Alamis place. What are your...
Oh yeah, let Alamis speak.
Is it a network or my own network? Don't have a network.
I guess it's a network. Okay, she's back.
Okay, it's a network. Everybody, okay. You are muted.
Muted.
You are muted, ma.
How come?
Okay, go on.
Okay. So you can hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I think the belief or maybe the orientation they have before they embark on the journey of Hajj. Like for instance, when during my own time, I met some people that were. I went with Lagos State, right? But some people, the kind of knowledge they have, though they believe that if they come to Hajj, somebody you can come with non-Kali. You kind of believe that Afa is doing something for us, all those things. I was like, seriously? I'm bringing something for you when you are in Kaaba. The Allah says he's going to answer our prayer, everything. Now expecting somebody to come and pray for you. You know those kind of. Allah Mashanuke. I mean, look me boring. And they said I will take it somewhere where you can pray for you. They can take it somewhere in Kaaba. I think where exactly are you taking me to? In Kaaba again. That that place is a sacred place. I tell you, you know those things. So, but because of knowledge because of knowledge they have, they don't know. And some people they want to exploit them. So they just take money from them and take them to basements. They go this, they go and do all this stuff. No, so I think this thing is about knowledge. And also, there's some people that they believe that there is prophets' moments that they are praying to. Some people at the prophet's mosque at the round door. They're like, prophet, Mama, what did they say, Lauren? You know those things. You know, supposed to be praying to Allah, but suddenly I saw this. I was like, wow, God. So I think everything is around about knowledge. So it's knowledge. It's knowledge. If you have that knowledge, that nobody can tell you that you don't. If you know, if you have that basic knowledge, but because they don't have the basic knowledge, they don't have the belief. All those. That's all the problem is. So maybe
You
if you
cannot
have
add
any,
one.
if you have anyone that go around us, we try to tell them this is what you're supposed to do. When you can't turn in jail, tell lawyer just believe Allah will accept our prayer. So we can be doing that around us, within us. Inshallah, I know it's going to go a long way.
This
Can
is
I add
deep.
one to it?
Please do.
There is one common mistake that a lot of people make, and that is cooking. So people go there and they cook all through. The veg they're supposed to go for, they will not do it.
Oh,
It is just
Debbie.
food. Food, 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 food. Forgetting that it's an opportunity for them to be in that at that particular time. It's an opportunity for them to pray to Allah, to face Allah. But they take that food as priority. You first say, I want to cook this. I want to cook this. I need to eat. And by the time I go for the tawaf, I'm going to be very tired. At the end of the day, their rights might not, what they're supposed to do, they might not even be able to do it. And they might not have the opportunity to go back again.
Yes.
So I'm not saying that we should not cook, but please minimize that time for your cooking. Find alternative for your cooking and face Allah. That cooking, a lot of people make that mistakes.
Even apart from cooking, Ejonko, hey, people can talk from
Ejo, yes, Ejo.
hey. You would think that people came there to come and make friends and just
Want
coming
to
from
long
morning.
road, hey God, oh,
Ejo
oh
Paul,
Allah. Me, I'm here now. I will not even go to my room to sleep. I will
Hey,
just sit down in front of you. Don't go anywhere. I will fast. Hey, want to long road,
I'm already there. If you go into you come back, you see them, they will still be talking, gisting. No, I don't know, Sha.
So I think that so the problem is definitely what you've said about knowledge. It's knowledge about, I mean, seeing this as a spiritual
Growth.
journey, like more
Journey.
more spiritual than anything else. I think that one of the things that the I mean, no offense to any group, the older generation of Muslims did not recognize, and maybe what they took from their ancestors was the relationship you have with Allah is you and Allah. There's no barrier. It's a one-on-one relationship. I think that you know that our ancestors used to worship gods who had representatives in the, say for instance, the Ifa people. So that system was also brought into Islam when they joined Islam. So instead of the Ifa people or the Babalawos, the affairs were looked upon. Like there's a replacement of things. Oh, we replaced the deity, now we worship Allah. Now instead of the Babalawo for the deity, we now have the afar. And a lot of the afar continue this system. They will say one jail, they're eating from that system. And which is causing many of this misguidance. So people think that they don't need knowledge for themselves because they have the guidance of their afar. You think that you need non-Kali. I mean, there's what is a bigger non-Kali than Hajj itself? Hajj itself, in all of its glory, it's the non-Kali that you want. I remember something my father said in the early 2000 that I will never forget. So at the time, he said he wasn't sure if he wanted to go to Hajj. He believed that Hajj was for holy people. But one thing I've noticed about people who go to Hajj is that when they come back, there's just one grace on their work, grace in their life. Like if you hear somebody is allergic, there's an honor that just seem that he doesn't know. He said, "Albaika kankanwa." Like there's just something about it that he has noticed about all of those people. And the day that I said it, I started to pay attention to, and I realized that no matter how poor somebody is, if you hear allergy, it's not just about people revering that name. There's just a reverence around them. Even when they are doing mumu mutu, there's just grace. I mean, that's the only way to put it. They just have grace, right? And in that, even in that, is definitely is an insight for those who reflect. What are the so moving on? So the spiritual preparation, besides knowledge, what are the other things that we can do spiritually to prepare for Hajj?
Okay. We should need to prepare. Even physically, we need that because we are not physically fit. We're not able to do all those things. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I know we need to be physically fit also for us to prepare for the journey for the Hajj. Because if you're not physically fit, all the work, all the tawaf, all the if you're not physically fit, you cannot do all those things. So that one boils to the bad that we have to be to eating good food, do exercise. But for someone that can work very well before you leave Nigeria, when you get there, you know that that work is going to give you a kind of you get very good physique. So I think we need to exercise is one of the things that we need. Eating good food. I think that's what we need again.
Exercise, those are physical tips. Okay, I
Yes.
was asking for spiritual. What do you think? What are the
And
things that we have to
no,
do for
if we
ourselves?
if you are physically fit, you're able to do all those spiritual things also.
Yeah.
You want to pass, you want to tawaf too. You need you have to be fit also. For we are we are going to Arafah. You are going to be there for like the whole day. At times, people you will walk. You're not fit. There's no way you can walk because
Mm.
remember during our own time we did walk. We walk, eh? Yeah, God, we walk. Oh, so I think yeah. And you are doing Ibadah too now. That work is out of work that you are expected of you.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I think that's
Me, I always thought about, having people sit on Alpha all day in that sun
son.
and just thinking how. And I think, do you fast? Do people fast on day of Alpha in Hajj?
No, we don't fast. We don't fast. But people outside
Oh,
Arafah we fast. But we that are Arafah we don't fast.
well, you don't fast. Because I
Mm.
often wonder that, hey, ṣé o jẹ́ pé wọ́n tún ń gbààwẹ̀ nínú oòrùn yìí?
But at times
And maybe this,
we be under the tent. Not that,
oh,
but some people might not
not
get space. Like for our
on
own too,
the,
we couldn't get space because we left the we went with Berani Sanus then, so we just went alone. So we couldn't get tents, just stay under there. And then when we are coming back, we go from down Arafat to Muzdalifa. We slept there again the following morning, start trekking again. So like how many kilometer walk? So
hmm,
alhamdulillah, it's one of those things.
I
Alhamdulillah, because
definitely,
people are accepting from us. Know that I do it for Allah because I said something that day. Okay, this is not it's not easy. Because no, from Mecca, we walked. Maybe just walked for like I didn't even know the kilometer. We took a bus, but because got spoiled, so we have to trek to Muna. So when we got to Muna, we slept there. The following morning, we start trekking again. Are you
hmm.
getting there? So we get to Arafah. From Arafah, you don't even take any bus again. We trek to Muzdalifa. We slept at Muzdalifa. Then from Muzdalifa again, we trek again to
Is that
Jamra.
how it is, or was it because your own boss was faulty?
Because we don't follow we don't follow our group. So that's why we couldn't even don't want to take any bus any longer because the bus took like two buses and they couldn't even walk again. They couldn't even go to not the path now. Everybody was just moving. So like Jekaku Sokale. Motor tele, motor go le lomo because of the
Oh,
crowd and
oh,
everything. Àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń rìn gan
mm,
náà. Àwọn èèyàn ń rìn so àwọn náà kọ́ kúkú ń rìn yẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Well, that is it for all of us.
But now I
And
think there are trains now. So you can board train, you can
oh, some of us would like to work because me, I want to be praying. My own problem is too much to be entering comfortable train. Walking is good. Walking is good. Walking is good. So before we close, I mean, our time is fast spent. Before we close, what is the one advice that you have for people who have not gone to Hajj, who are still praying and hoping to Allah for it? What are the things that we should take note of before our time comes?
okay, I think we should try to we should seek knowledge first. What are the thing you need to do? That knowledge is one of the things that you should be doing. Seek for knowledge. Then if you know that you want to just continue to pray, let's make it easy for you. That your sustainer, that should make your sustainer easy. So even if you don't have money, try to continue to maybe you can do a kind of contribution, saving, so you can get money to go for Hajj. You can at the time people can get free Hajj for at least you can just make sure you're making your contribution. Maybe I think Locus Capital is doing something. Jais Bank is doing something. You can just try to contribute something for the Hajj so they can get. But now I think it's like 9 million naira now. Then you should seek knowledge and go with the right people. If you want to go, look for people that are of the same like minds, that they know that they have good faith, right knowledge and everything, so you can go with them. Like when I went with my friends, family, we are with the family, like we go like a group, and so it's really help us. We push each other. That time my friend like, let me let's go. At 1 million, she don't even sleep at home. Let's go to her. Let's go to her. So it's good to like people. Go with have that knowledge. Then go in community group that can help you to aspire the best of your Hajj.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. May Allah ease it for all of us. Jazakumullah khairan for sharing. So I have this poster that I would like to share for those of us that so that we have an idea. Thank you so much, Ms. Abodian, for your time. May Allah bless you and reward you for this. You've definitely dropped some fantastic gem. Oh yes, she has this. Okay, so let me share my poster first and you can talk about this, your
Okay.
fantastic thing that you have. She has this beautiful Hajj bag. So for those of us that have not gone yet, or we have people that are not, I mean, I think they said there are still 10,000 people still left. Hey, those
Mm.
10,000 people, show you that one left. So this is a poster. We're going to drop it on the group for people. It's a tiny poster, but I wanted you to see some of the things that the ujas, I believe they call them ujas, will be doing. Will be doing in the next. I just starting what the day before Arafah, right?
Yes.
So the real ads go starts on Thursday, on Friday.
Yes.
Friday, I believe. If Arafah is
Yeah,
on Saturday, then ad starts.
they will go to Muna on Friday. That's 8th of Dhul Hijjah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
on the 9th, they will go to Arafah.
Okay, so it's the 8th of when you're looking at this poster, number one is the commencement in the state of Iran. That's on Friday, right?
Yes, they will go for yes.
And one is supposed that's when they start saying Labbaik Allahumma al-Hajj.
Allahumma labba, yes.
Yes. Okay, so number two is to go and tawaf. They're going to go for tawaf around the Kaaba. And then after that, they will go for their Sahi, walking Safa and Marwa. Is that still on the 8th too?
Let me no, you know when you go for Muna, from Muna you go to Arafah. So when you come back and do your tawaf. Your first thing you got to do the way you want to do it. Some people they will do the Hajj and Umrah together. Like what we like do in
Okay.
Nigeria, we do our Umrah as we get Saudi. I get it now.
Okay.
So
Mm.
second day, so after that, then we stay there for till we want to do our Hajj. So the Hajj, you will leave um you'll leave your place to Muna. on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah. So on the 9th, you
Okay.
leave the to Arafah. So we stay on the Arafah for that whole day. Are you getting it now?
Okay. Yes.
So
Yes.
you leave there after Astri. You go to Jamra. You go to Muzdalifa. You will sleep at Muzdalifa that night. But we dey be around say Maghrib. I don't think you have Maghrib and Shai at Muzdalifa. So the following morning, you will go to Jamra, go and do the Amaloso Oko.
That's on day 13th. That's what? That's 2 days
No,
after it or 3 days.
after after that one. Ṣé ìṣúná mi ṣe gan mọ́ra wọn bẹ́ẹ̀?
Okay, wait. Do
Wait.
you go 3 days? You spend 3 days throwing the
Yeah,
stones?
yes, now.
Oh, so the day after Eid and then the three days
After
of
the
test,
three
the three
days,
days of
yes.
tashriq.
No, when you after that, after you have done your oko, that's your first day, you go back to Muna. So my lock pen, one she go
Oh,
away. Are you getting it now?
oh,
So
oh.
second day again, you go again. Third day you go.
Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Such a beautiful thing. So literally you are going to be doing Hajj is like what, 5 days?
Yeah.
Is it 5 days or 6 days?
Ṣé mo ti ẹ̀ mọ days yẹn gan bẹ́ẹ̀? Tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ apá kan láti jọ first day yẹn,
Friday.
Friday, Saturday ní Arafa. Ọjọ́ kejì náà máa pẹran. That's on Sunday, àbí? Àná máa pẹran
Yes.
bíbá ẹ̀. So, dàgbà pé 6 days ṣá.
Yeah. So all those people that have left since the beginning of June, they
Wọ́n
are
máa wà
just there for tourism.
now. Because no, ẹ mọ̀ pé because of the I'm talking about pẹ̀lú private, àwọn yẹn máa ń fast gan, but it's quite
Oh,
expensive. But
oh.
àwọn tó bá lọ
So,
pẹ̀lú àwọn Lagos àbí àwọn state yẹn, tí wọ́n máa ń tẹ̀ kó àwọn yẹn lọ, tí wọ́n wà cheaper. Ṣó ti yé?
okay,
Ó wà cheaper,
okay,
but they will
okay.
stay there for
But
something days.
hey, owó oúnjẹ ńkọ́? Bóyá kí ẹ̀yà mọ̀ gbàwẹ̀.
Èmi lè fẹ́ gbà.
May Allah is it for all of us.
Àmì
Jazakumullah
Abugari
khairan
lọ́wọ́
for
ni, ẹ Bugari lọ́wọ́.
àmà Bùgàrí o. Ẹ wo irú àwa báyìí, intermittent fast láwùlẹ̀ ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà. Kí wàá la fẹ́ lọ́mọ jẹun morning afternoon and night Mẹ́kà fún?
Àbí
Ee,
nà.
ládùúgbò prayer list tá a gbé dání.
Tá a máa kà
We
sọ́lọ́run
do more
lọ́rùn.
like a máa lọ takú sọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ni o, kọ́ lọ ṣe rọrùn fún wa. Allah
Àmì
accept
àmì
it from us. I mean, for many people, once you are paying zakat and you're able to do Hajj, you have finally achieved all 5 pillars of Islam. For me, that is beauty.
Kọ́lọ̀ ń
And
gbà
one
lọ́wọ́
thing
wa
I
o.
told myself, Ọlọ́run gbà lọ́wọ́ wa ni o. So it means that we have finally achieved all of the pillars. Allah is it from us. It doesn't mean that people who are not able to do everything will not see the mercy of Allah. I mean, the grace of being a Muslim is that no matter how small it is, what Allah wants is consistency. When you're consistent with it, you will definitely see His grace. Hajj is a grace, and it is a grace that all of us and our families and our loved ones should be praying for. And we pray that Allah is it for us. He
Àmì
is
àmì.
it for the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He didn't do a lot of it, but at least he did it. He did. I think he did just one, right? And even that one was accepted. And there are some people that are so lucky every year. I have a friend that goes to Umrah every Ramadan. Like especially Ramadan to 2018. If he hasn't done maybe just one. And then I think he has done two Hajj or one Hajj. I mean that's the grace of Allah. May Allah ease it for all of us.
Àmì.
Some people have not even seen the grace of fasting one Arafah. Some of us, every Arafah like this, they are on their period. They wish it, but Allah is the best of planners. This year, me, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that God will not let us see emergency mercies. This year, this Alpha, I'm going to be fasting the eating. May Allah ease it because anything can happen, but we hope that He eases goodness for us. For those of us that are not there, we can. One of the things I like to do is to be watching the videos coming out of there, checking what people are doing, really just zoning in to be a part of their journey. It's one of the reasons we're having this conversation so that all of us can be mentally in the spirit of it. We may not be there, but we can what we can be there spiritually, we can really connect with Allah. Allah did not say that the sacredness of these days and the blessing of these days is only for those that are there. No, it is for all of us. And so let all of us connect. No gossiping this week, no fighting. All the fight that you have been fighting with your husband, forgive it though. One of the virtues of the sacred months of Islam, there are four sacred months. Rajab, Dhul Hijjah, Dhul Qa'dah, what's the third one? Muharram. One of the virtues of these months is that there's no fighting. It is the culture of the people of the Arab countries, even before the Sunnah endorsed it. No fighting during this sacred month. So if you are fighting with your husband, your children's teacher, so your co-wife, your customer, the vendor that you bought something from, please, for Allah's sake, I mean, just say that because of Allah, I let go. One of the things that I am hoping to do is to just forgive all the people that hurt me. I say that I've forgiven them for healing, but just to forgive them for Allah's sake. That's some of the things that we can do. There are a lot of other things that we can do, and inshallah, on the Muslimah Speaks tribe, especially for those of us on Facebook, on the Facebook group, we're going to have articles drop. People are sharing fantastic stories with us. Chapter 1 of our attestation of grace is going to drop as soon as possible, and you can read it to see just how Allah is coming through for people. I hope that this will motivate you to not give up, to not go to anywhere except this Islam. May Allah, I had a very bad dream today, and I ask you, all of you, to pray for me that Allah not collect this Islam from me. The sincerity, may He make me better, and you too. The sincerity and the yakin that I have in His faith, may Allah not test me and you to make us doubt Him. Just as Ibrahim and his household held firmly to the rope of Allah all the days of their lives. May Allah ease it for all of us too. And may He make Hajj, Umrah, and these beautiful days easy for all of us. Ameen. Jazakumullah khairan, Mrs. Aboderi. So sorry to interrupt your work at your factory. I
It's
May
part
Allah
of the
reward you
work.
abundantly. It's part of
Amen.
the work. So please tell us about, talking of factory, please tell us about your Hajj bag.
Okay, this is our Hajj bag. It comes with a this is a back bag. You can put it at the back, and you can make it bigger or smaller. It depends on how bigger your things are. This one can be taken to Aram every day with your bag, slippers and everything. Then it comes with waist purse. This is the waist purse. This is you can pack your things in, your passport and the rest. It has an inner purse also. It also comes with prayer mat. This is foldable prayer mat. See how small it is. It's foldable prayer mat. See, as maybe at Awarafa, you can use this one at Awarafa. You can use it at Muzdalifa. You can use it at Muna. You can even use it at the Aram. Maybe you came late to the mosque, they want to observe Salat and you're outside, you can use it. You can even use that when I get back home. So I also come with a water bottle, manicure sets, what else again? Umbrella in case it's sunny. So everything comes together. We have the ram clothes also for male and female. So don't go anywhere. If you need anything for Hajj and Umrah, come to Alami's place. Thank you.
Mashallah, mashallah. They have
Some
Iran
tears.
clothes. Yes, I'm here. They have Iran clothes. Of course, it's not compulsory for women to wear white, but some people would like to also wear white too. And Alamis, please have a set of white for you. You can just, and they have if you don't want to wear white, you want to wear a abaya, you black, any color, they have it with them. Jazakumullah khairan for your time. May Allah bless you and all that you do. I hope that everyone out there can still hear me. Okay. So before we go, I also want to talk about what we have for this week. But we particularly wanted to launch it in time for Ilea. I don't know if you can say it. We call it the Dean Riddle Box. It's a fun box of questions and answer game that you can play as a family during Ileya. I mean, Ileya has 1 day of Eid and 3 days of Tashriq. There is public holiday. Uh, that literally your children are going to be at home for 1 week. So there's going to be a lot of, even if you are traveling, this is something that you can take along and use it to play. You will never get tired of the game. The questions are very simple so that your young children can actually play along. But you see the way they are very tricky. And we have a how to play. We have a how to play cards that we added there. So, and we describe there how you're going to play it. It's not just question and answer and quiz alone. No, it's a card game, or it is quiz, a card quiz game. So the cards are placed face down, the riddle box. The first player to pick a card from the top, like that. You will read it when you get there. And so basically, there's very simple question. If you are lucky, what is the third pillar of Islam? What is the third pillar of Islam? So this is the question may look like for those of you that are madrasa people who like kilo one there. Who is the brain behind the Battle of Trench? Now this for me, I did not know. I didn't know. I didn't know that. So it has questions, and it's not just about quiz. We have planned the game for you, and you will enjoy the game. It will test your Islamic knowledge, and it will definitely help you bond with your family. All this one that your children are just bored, kicking away. This is definitely one of the things you want to pick along. There are also other things that you can buy too. You can buy the Jega game. You can, but this our riddle box. You definitely need it. The riddle box is 5,000 naira, but we're launching it today. And if you buy it from us today, you only pay 4,500 naira. So if you want the riddle box, come to meet me in the messenger. We have we have the boxes. We don't have a lot to go. We just have limited about a couple of dozens to go. We are still in product development, but some of we have enough to go for about 20 people. So please let us sell out these boxes. They are fantastic gifts. You can even take it as a gift. Maybe you don't have children and you're thinking of what to give your friends, or even give your children as gifts. This is definitely a fantastic gift. We also have the Ascal box, which is a gift, something that if one of your goals this week is to learn Ascal, this is definitely a great time to learn it because you know that Allah will reward it. We have that one too. It's 6,500 naira per box. These are gifts you can give to your children. They will appreciate it, and you will also appreciate it because it will also help them become better Muslims and gain knowledge. You can add sweets to it though. So for those people, we also have Eid decor, and for anybody who buys Eid decor from us, we are giving them this flute as gifts for their children. We're doing a lot of gifting now. This one is free of charge. You get it as flute. You get a pack of 10 if you buy the maxi decor, and a pack of 5. Whatever decoration you are buying from us in the next 1 week for Eid, you will get this. Don't bring this one out until the day of Eid though, so that your children can blow their noise out. So those are the things that we have planned. I hope that you're also planning other things too. I know the economy is terrible. I know that tomato is 100K per basket, but we are people of hope. We are people of merriment on the day of Eid. We only have 2 Eids in a year. So let's forget about, you see, to have faith is to forget about how much, forget it, put the worrying about money aside and just focus on joy, and you will see that joy will expand in your life. That's all from me and my team today. Tomorrow again, join us. There will be a panel talking about the main theme of tomorrow. Inshallah, we'll be here all day, every day till the day of Arafah, going live every with our live chat. So please join us every day. If you've missed any part of this, you can check back on the book for the replay. It is going to be worth your time, inshallah. And right on the dot for 1 hour, I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me. Have a great weekend. May Allah bless you and your loved ones. Me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.